Welcome to This Explainer. Now, to really wrap our heads around the sheer magnitude of today's historical account, we're not just going to sit here and rattle off dates and figures. Instead, I want you to step right into the boots of our subject. I want you to put yourself directly in the shoes of Second Lieutenant Arun Khetarpal. Picture this. It's December 16th, 1971. You are literally trapped inside a metal beast and your tank is on fire. The heat is absolutely unbearable, the smoke is blinding, and you are staring down a literal life or death situation. The enemy is closing in fast and absolute chaos is erupting all around you on the battlefield. Over the crackle of your radio, your squadron commander's voice suddenly cuts through the noise. He's ordering you, demanding you to abandon your tank and pull back immediately. It's an impossible spot to be in, but, well, here's the thing. Your main gun, it actually still works. So you refuse. You simply refuse to pull back. But how on earth did you end up in this burning tank making that kind of fateful call? To understand that, we need to snap back in time. Now, this incredible legacy actually starts with displacement. You're born on October 14th, 1950, down in Pune. But your family's story really begins as Hindu Punjabis from Shakargarh, a town that went to Pakistan after partition, meaning your family had to cross over as refugees. And man, military service literally runs in your veins. 2 generations back, your great-grandfather fought with the Sikh army. Your grandfather served in the British Army during World War I. And your dad, Lieutenant Colonel M.L. Khetarpal, is an active serving officer. You're his eldest son, stepping directly into this incredibly proud 4-generation military bloodline. And that bloodline? It sets you on a strictly elite path. You head up into the Kausali Hills to the Lawrence School Sanawar, where you are just dominating academically and athletically. From there, it's a straight, highly disciplined shot, the National Defense Academy, and then right into the Indian Military Academy. Finally, in June 1971, you get commissioned into the 17th Pune Horse, a legendary tank regiment. You've got exactly 6 months of service under your belt before literally everything in your world turns upside down. Because things escalate incredibly fast. On December 3rd, 1971, Pakistan launches its offensive. You're actually right in the middle of a young officer's course over in Ahmednagar when an urgent recall order hits. There's zero hesitation. You drop everything, rush back to the front lines in the Shakargarh sector, and rejoin your unit. Your regiment's mission is absolutely critical. You have to help hold a bridgehead across the Basantar River. Which brings us to the Battle of Jarpal, outnumbered and under fire. So it's December 16th and Pakistani armor launches this massive counterattack. They hit B Squadron incredibly hard under the cover of a thick smoke screen. The Indian tanks are heavily outnumbered and B Squadron's commander is desperately radioing for backup. You're over in A Squadron. Nobody actually orders you to go. But you go anyway, moving your troop towards Jarpal to help. As you cross the Basantar River, you slam right into enemy strongpoints and recoilless gun positions that are still holding out. You don't even pause to wait for orders. With sheer audacity, you throw caution to the wind and charge them directly. You're literally overrunning these positions with your tank, capturing enemy infantry and weapons crews at pistol point. It's just a relentless, absolutely fearless push. And that brings us to a truly staggering number, 10. You just keep going, taking on tank after tank after tank. You fight your way to 10 confirmed kills. It's a jaw-dropping feat that will go down in history, permanently cementing your status as India's tank ace of aces. But listen, a relentless charge like that, it comes at a heavy cost. Suddenly, a massive impact rocks your vehicle. Your own tank takes a direct hit and immediately bursts into flames. And just like that, we are pulled right back to the climax where we started this whole explainer. You're in a burning tank, the flames are growing, and thick smoke is completely filling the compartment. Over the radio, your commander gives you the strict, direct order to abandon the tank and get out of there. But you look down at your controls. That main gun still works. You are not finished with them yet. So you deliver this legendary refusal. No, sir, I will not abandon my tank. You just keep fighting from inside that burning metal box. And your actions are so fierce, so unyielding, that they actually help completely break the Pakistani assault. Because you held your ground, not a single enemy tank gets through your sector that day. But, tragically, your tank takes another hit. You are only 21 years old. And physically, right there is where your story ends. But I can assure you, it is absolutely not where your story stops mattering. This brilliant contrast really defines that exact same day.
On a microscopic level, you have a heartbreaking tragedy. A 21-year-old gives his life holding the line at Jarpal. But zoom out to a macroscopic level, and that same day brings a massive historical shift. Pakistan's Eastern Command formally surrenders in Dhaka. The very war that claimed your life creates a brand new country, Bangladesh. One man's final stand perfectly mirrored the birth of a whole new nation. Now let's look at the aftermath. The youngest Param Vir Chakra, a legacy immortalized.
This enduring legacy was formally cemented on Republic Day, just a little over a month later, on January 26, 1972. On that day, you are posthumously awarded the Param Vir Chakra, which is India's highest military decoration. And because you were only 21 when you earned it, you remain, to this very day, the youngest person to ever receive this tremendous honor. The official citation credits your dauntless courage, dogged determination, and supreme sacrifice.
And your name lives on, both physically and culturally. If you walk through the National Defense Academy today, the parade ground and the gates proudly carry your name. Same goes for the gates at the Indian Military Academy over in Dehradun. And the story continues to resonate in pop culture, too. In January 2026, a film called Ikkis, which translates to 21 in Hindi, brought this incredible story to theaters. It actually features one of the final roles of veteran actor Dharmendra, who plays your father, Lieutenant Colonel M.L. Khetarpal.
So if there is one crucial point I want you to take away from this explainer today, it's this. Nobody ordered him across that river. Nobody ordered him to keep firing from a burning tank when he had every valid reason and every excuse in the book to just pull back. He did it because his gun still worked and the fight simply wasn't over. This wasn't just some reckless move. This was a 21-year-old who actively chose to finish what he started, right up until there was absolutely nothing left to finish it with. That is the true essence of his character. Now, I've got a quick request for all of you watching. If today was the very first time you've ever heard Arun Khetarpal's name, say it out loud. Better yet, drop it in the comments down below, because remembering and sharing these stories is exactly how a legacy like this stays alive across generations. And I also want to hear from you. Who's next? Who is another historical figure we need to unpack and remember next in this explainer series? Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you next time.